Hello student, myself Digan Sakhiwala, I am your science sir. Today we will continue chapter number 3, metals and non-metals. Dear student, last time we learned that how to separate low and medium reactive metal from their salt. Okay. Today we will learn that how to separate the more reactive element or more reactive metal from their ores or their compound. So we will learn about the electrolytic refining method. Okay. Extraction of metal high in the activity series. So those metal which are reactive, how to separate them. The metal in the high up in the reactivity series are very reactive. Okay, many metals are there like sodium, potassium, lithium. They are very reactive, not easily separate. Okay, they cannot be obtained from their compound by heating with the carbon. So carbon is act as a here reducing agent. Okay, so previous in that we learned that carbon or aluminum we can use as a reducing agent to get the metal from the metal salt. Okay, but here the carbon or aluminum cannot use, we cannot separate the metal from the salt. Now example is NaCl. Example is NaCl. NaCl has a strong ionic bond, and because of that reason it is not easily break by the reducing agent. So it is not easy to separate them. So it is separated by the one another method. Sodium oxide plus carbon reaction will not take place because when carbon try to give the electron to sodium, sodium has more reactivity towards the oxygen, so reaction will not take place. Same way magnesium oxide when react with the carbon, carbon try to give the electron to the magnesium to separate magnesium and oxygen, but there is a strong bond between the magnesium and oxygen, so reaction will not take place and we will not get the pure magnesium. Same way in the case of calcium oxide, we want to separate pure calcium. So when we add carbon, there is a strong bond between their calcium and oxygen. Carbon cannot give the electron to calcium, so we will not get the pure calcium. Reaction will not take place. Al2O3 in that if we use the carbon as a reducing agent, the bond is not break down, we will not get the pure aluminium. Sodium, magnesium, calcium have more affinity for the oxygen than the carbon. So they have more affinity towards the oxygen. Okay, calcium has more affinity towards the oxygen, aluminium has more affinity towards the oxygen, and because of that reason they will not react with the carbon. These metals are obtained by the electrolytic reduction method. So these metals are obtained by what? Electrolytic reduction method. So dear students, there are two type of reaction are there. One is electrochemical reaction and other is the electrolytic reaction. Electrochemical reaction, in that electricity is produced, and electrolytic reaction, in that electricity is used up or consumed. Sodium chloride, magnesium chloride, calcium chloride are obtained by the electrolysis of their molten chloride. Okay, so we get pure sodium from NaCl, we get pure magnesium from magnesium chloride, we get pure calcium from calcium chloride by what? Electrolysis reaction, by passing electricity. Condition is what given? Molten chloride. We use the molten form of them. We will not use the aqueous solution of them. Aqueous means what? Excess of water. Okay, we use here molten form of them. Okay, why we use here the molten form? Because when we use the aqueous solution, it may possible that there is a chances of hydrogen gas is produced on the cathode and oxygen gas is produced on the anode. Now dear student, you already know what is called electrode. The metal or non-metal on which oxidation and reduction reaction are occur, that is called electrode. Electrode are two type, one is anode and other is cathode. On anode, oxidation reaction occur. Now what is oxidation reaction here? Oxidation reaction means the compound or element or ion which give the electron. Okay, that is called oxidation reaction and it is take place on anode. Cathode, on that reduction reaction take place. On that what happen? And positively ion or atoms or molecule gain the electron. Okay, and reduction reaction occur, that is called the cathode. So sodium deposited at the cathode. Why sodium is deposited at the cathode? Because sodium is plus charge, it has less electron, it need the electron. So when sodium need the electron, so on cathode electron is available, so sodium get the electron and we get the pure sodium. Whereas chlorine will not gain the electron, it has already electron, so it is separated on the anode. So on anode, Cl minus give the electron, so it make half Cl2 plus 1 electron. Now dear student, you remember that Cl2 is chlorine, Cl minus is called chloride. To balance them we are writing half. Okay, you can also write here 2 Cl minus and Cl2. Okay, then you have to write 2 electron here. Okay, Cathode, on that what happen? Na plus gain the electron, and it makes the sodium solid. So Na deposited at the cathode and chlorine produced at the anode. Okay, so like that we can separate the pure sodium from the NaCl. Like in exam, any metal can come, magnesium chloride can come, or barium chloride come, or aluminum chloride come, then you are able to write this thing. Okay, the reaction on anode and cathode. Refining of metals. Okay, same way here we are going to get the pure metal from the impure metal. So for that we take the example of impure copper. From that we get the pure copper. This is called electrolytic refining of copper. Okay, for that we use here copper sulfate solution. Impure copper here is act as an anode. Okay, and it is negatively charged. It electron is produced, so it is connected with the positive. Okay, and here we need electron, so cathode is connected with the negatively charged. Okay, stripped. Now dear student, here what happened? Here we use the CuSO4 solution, and as well as we add some amount of H2SO4. As we switch on from impure copper, copper is active. Impure copper, in that impurities are present. Okay, this copper is active, so it is going into the solution Cu2 plus, and as it is going into the solution, because impurities are present, so it loses electron fast. Pure copper, in that impurities are not present, so it will not lose the electron. Impure copper lose the electron, it is going into the solution, it makes the Cu2 plus ion. Okay, and it releases the electron here. On anode it releases the electron, and these two electrons are going here. So we get here Cu lose the electron, on anode Cu lose the electron, and it makes the Cu2 plus, it going into solution, plus 2 electron. Now this Cu2 plus is having positive charge and the cathode is having negative charge, so this Cu is attracted towards the cathode and gain the 2 electron here, and it deposited here. Okay, Cu2 plus is deposited here. So on the cathode the reaction take place, Cu2 plus 2 electron gives Cus. Okay, during this process some impurities are settled down at the anode. Okay, it contains the very precious metal like gold, platinum, silver. Okay, so this part is called anodic mud. Why it is called anodic mud? Because it is settled at the anode. Okay, and here continuous by this reaction from impure copper we get the pure copper. So it is called the electrolytic refining method of copper. Electrolytic refining, many metals such as copper, zinc, tin, nickel, silver, this is gold, etc. refined electrolytically. In impure metal is made up of cathode and pure metal is made up of anode. Okay, so you can see that impure are connected with the anode and the pure metal is connected at the cathode. A solution of metal salt is used as an electrolyte. So here we want to separate copper, so here what we use, copper sulfate solution. So reaction is here, anode Cu, impure copper gives Cu2 plus 2 electron, on cathode Cu2 plus 2 electron gives Cus. So ultimately from the impure copper we get the pure copper. So this is most important reaction, electrolytic refining method.